Dancing at raves may be construed as the method by which ravers worship the god of altered consciousness. The fact is, there's a certain inevitability to this type of connection. Music has always been seen as fundamentally spiritual, as something closely associated with religion and worship. Even the very word music suggests this spiritual dimension. Its etymological root, muse, is the name of the spirit beings, daughters of Zeus, who the ancient Greeks felt were responsible for the inspiration of all art. Over 3,000 years later, this connection between muses, or spirits, and music hasn't just survived, it's thrived. The world of popular music virtually teems with artists who believe they are channelers for spiritual forces, guiding lights to the undiscovered areas of our subconscious. Often these spirits are credited with helping inspire or even compose a particular song. John Lennon, for example, has stated, "When the real music comes to me, it has nothing to do with me, because I'm just a channel. It's given to me, and I transcribe it like a channel."
A lot of the songs were written in about 15 minutes to 45 minutes, just really quickly. Glenn and I in the room, very stream of consciousness, as though many times we felt as though it was being channeled through us.
And plus my songwriting too, I'm very, very aware that when I write a good song, I'm just acting as like a messenger. It comes from a higher source. You know, I'm not so egotistical that I think that I've done this all on my own. I'm very, very aware that there's a higher source sort of guiding me through this, and I'm just acting as a messenger.
Led Zeppelin's Robert Plant felt that their most popular song, Stairway to Heaven, was given in much the same way. I was holding a paper and pencil. Then all of a sudden my hand was writing out words. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven.
And she's buying a stairway to heaven.
I just sat there and looked at the words, and then I almost leapt out of my seat.
And it makes me wonder.
There were some very strong vibrations in that place, and we're not quite sure of what nature, you know.
We've always, within the band, said there is a fifth member, a mystical member, yeah.
The members of Black Sabbath also know exactly what Plant was talking about.
We would literally show up in a room, and it was almost as if the songs were already written.
When we first wrote this sort of music, we didn't even know what we were doing, and we went, oh God, we like this, you know, it's strange, but we like it.
Yeah, although it is a rock and roll band, there's a phenomena involved there where that stuff just comes from somewhere, and it just so happened that we happened to be the ones that it came to.
Tori Amos music is channeled more deliberately, making use at times of fairy rings, sympathetic magic, sacred geography, and psychoactive drugs. When people were asking me about the whole fairy thing, she told one interviewer, it was because I believe in the spirit side. I think music comes through dimensions. It's arrogant to think you can create music on your own. There's a co-creation going on. I don't know with whom, but there is this well that we all tap into. On other occasions, she has described the songs themselves as spiritual entities. I feel like it's really kind of nice they come and use my body to say what they want to say. It's an energy force that comes and visits me. But not only do many musicians see spiritual forces attending the process of creation and composition, the performance itself can also be suffused with supernatural energies. Carlos Santana, whose Supernatural disc was among the most popular and critically acclaimed recordings of 2000, can hardly discuss his music without bringing up its, well, supernatural characteristics.
It's a spiritual vibe. It's a spiritual hit. It's a hit, you know, it's a hit that you can't get at church.
In an interview with Guitar Player magazine, he declared, "I am the string, and the supreme is the musician." It's like sometimes I'm not aware I can do some of these things on my guitar because in reality, I'm not doing them. They are being done through me. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Santana was more specific concerning the identity of this supernatural entity, identifying him as Metatron, the architect of physical life. His personal studio, a place he calls church, features candles, the word Metatron spelled out in intricately painted picture letters on the floor, and a yellow legal pad Santana uses to record the Spirit's messages when they come to him like a fax machine.